Well, back to fog racing. We're here in Monte Carlo. Ferrari in desperate need of a victory, and rain is scheduled for the race. Rain in Monaco, 78 laps of absolute mayhem and chaos. Sign me the fuck up, Ferrari. Weren't much away for a win last time, but Leclerc went and stuck it in the wall. And albeit, right, we did kind of shaft Sainz with the strategy, but you know, if Leclerc's still in that race, he'd have helped Sainz. But guess what, mate? He went and binned it and fucked his own race up and got P8. And Ferrari desperately need something. Like, I mean, I'm not saying the championship's still on, but you know, we need to at least salvage second place. And I mean, if you look at this, fuck me, heavy rain, moderate rain, everything you need for a cool action scene. So as you can see in practice 3, it was intermediate conditions. Carlos Sainz doing in 9th, Verstappen first, Leclerc second, Perez, Bottas, Hamilton, Ocon, Russell, Gasly, Sainz and Alonso. Again, the top 5 teams in the top 10 positions around Monte Carlo. Rain in 5 minutes. We've got to Sainz out. We've got to send both Ferraris out. Now let's have a look at the track. It is going to get extremely wet very quickly, and it's just going to continue. So I mean, we're going to not, these are going to be the best conditions, so hopefully we can get out there as everyone else begins to. There is rain coming 4 minutes out, and who's not going to go out, man? I mean, you need to be getting out now with the rain coming in 3 minutes, because your outlap's going to be slow. Like, I mean, it's going to be near like a minute 50 outlap. And then you've got to factor in the last sector of your lap. So hopefully Ferrari have got this right. Red Bull look like they've sent out both drivers. Not what we want. I want Red Bull to go fucking last, so they get absolutely caught in this shite. But as you can see, Leclerc needs to make up for his disaster in Spain. Really does around his home track. Is Ferrari here. Blast towards the line, and it's Leclerc going across the line here. We are 10.7. And what can Carlos Sainz do? I mean, we should be through no matter what, because we're driving at the best conditions here. It's Verstappen warming up the car. What we need to hope, I don't even know what the fuck we need to hope with Verstappen, man. We just need to hope for some kind of chaos as Ocon misses it by a bit. Here we go, Max Verstappen across. I'm hoping by the, come on, man. Verstappen, I mean, it still says no raining yet. It's not raining yet, but I've got a feeling that it's going to be as soon as Max crosses the line, the rain's going to come, isn't it? It's going to be another 30 seconds. And there you go. The rain is down. The rain is down. So if you've no set a lap, I've got a feeling you're going to be in deep shit. Now, I fucking tell you what, like, I mean, if everyone else had set a lap, man, they might have been in deep shit. Is Lewis Hamilton. The rain is falling here on his soft compound tires. Kevin Magnussen somehow sticks at P5. I mean, what the fuck was he doing? Don't understand what he was doing, but Lewis Hamilton here trying to fly around Monaco on a damp track on dry tyres. I mean, it's all going to be who can get the lap done in time. But he's stuck it out, and I think that's probably going to be the best thing to do, because he did half the lap when it was at dry conditions. So what can he do? He'll probably be slowest, and it is. Fuck, not even slowest. Shinoda was slowest in the dry. What? So as you can see, it's currently Albon, Van Dorn, Russell, Ricciardo, and Stroll heading it. But the track is beginning to dry up here. So I mean, you've got a feeling these guys are going to have to get out. I mean, I don't know why everyone's going out. I mean, we're not going out because there's just fucking no need for us to go out. But it's going to be interesting to see who can improve and who can't improve here. I mean, Lewis Hamilton's safe. I think it's all about George Russell. He will be the guy who will be fucking desperate to get this across the line. He'll probably go about P12, I think. He doesn't. And I tell you what, can anyone beat George Russell? I mean, they fucking might be able to. Look, Guan Yu Zhou through the final corner. Along the straight, he's only got to find 3 tenths. I mean, it's not a hell of a lot. He can't. The Valtteri Bottas, he's getting held up by fucking Williams to the line. He can't. And Stoffel Van Dorn, I've zero faith in him doing anything. Again, it is a mixed up grid because Bottas is out. No more rain for the time being, so we're going to send both Ferraris out. Get your laps in. It looks like it's going to rain towards the end of this session actually, so hopefully the Ferrari boys here can get a lap in. Don't get held up by Magnussen. Leclerc though massively missing it due to being in that slipstream for Sainz, and that could fuck us big time roo. And as you see, Q2 is over and George Russell crashes out in the dry conditions. Well, doesn't crash it like literally, but I mean it's no good. You Tsunoda and Schumacher 14th, 15th, but a McLaren, a Haas, it's surprising that those two have sneaked through, but aye man, Verstappen's showing that Ferrari, that Red Bull are mean business here, but with heavy rain, is the heavy rain now? When's the heavy rain coming, man?
And radio check, House.
Radio check, okay.
In 4 minutes time, that's when the rain's coming. And as you can see, Ferrari have got their lap in, but who else? Who else has got their lap in? Lando Norris. He seems to be like the only guy that's actually out on track apart from Perez. Verstappen though, yeah, I don't know what these guys are playing at, man, because it's fucking wet. It's going to be wet. And like, no. It started raining and Norris through the final sector. I think that will basically guarantee Lando Norris P3. Because I don't see it getting any drier. He's only 5 tenths behind. And who else? Verstappen still in the garage. Perez.
Yes, copy.
Not many drivers out there. And I think that's it. That is it for qualifying. With these conditions, I mean, who's going to actually improve here? No one's, well, I mean, people could improve, but no one's going to challenge the top 3. No one is going to challenge that top 3 whatsoever. So Ferrari here lead. It's exactly what we like to see. Let's see what Max Verstappen can do. He's getting held up there through the final. Hopefully Hamilton's fucking held him up big time. And he did. P7 for Max Verstappen. Fucking Fernando. For fuck's sake, man. Alonso to the line. Where can he put his Alpine? Alonso puts it P8. That's fucking shocking. You'd expect him to be at least. Verstappen get held up, but what? Ferrari, we are 1-2 with a buffer to the people who can beat us. But with another wet race scheduled session, it's going to be chaotic. Majorly chaotic. So it looks like we're going to have rain, a bit dry, rain, a bit dry, rain, and then a bit dry towards the end. So fuck man, this is going to be absolutely fucking mayhem here. I'm hoping Lando Norris can do a fucking job for us in that McLaren. That's all I'm hoping for. Hold them up and Ferrari can lead and we can worry about strategy. I don't have to worry about anybody else in this race. Let's find out though. It's going to be chaos here. 78 laps of fucking hell. Hopefully the Ferraris don't bottle it themselves. But Lando Norris, son, I'm relying on you to do a job. Do a job for me. And here we go. Let's see. Lando Norris holding on to P3. I fucking forgot actually. He could overtake Sainz. I don't want that to happen. Sainz puts it up into deploy and he's like, nah, you're not getting past me, big pal. No chance. That is what you've got. And now Ferrari, like, realistically, should just pull away from Lando Norris. With no DRS, I don't see how Lando Norris can get us here. I don't even see how anyone can pass Lando Norris. That's the beauty about the wet. There's no fucking DRS. It should just be as slow as fucking possible. I'll tell you that much. Leclerc leads for Sainz, from Norris, from Perez, from Hamilton, from Gasly, from Verstappen, from Alonso, from Ocon, from Albon, from Mag, Vettel, Russell, Tsunoda, Schumacher, Bottas, Zhou, Van Dorn, Stroll and Danny Rick. Right at the back. Ferrari, we've got a comfortable lead. Let's just push. Says though it's going to be no rain in 3 minutes. Is Tsunoda pits? Why is Tsunoda pitting? So the track's going to get pretty much dry. Let's stop. See, I don't know, man. Look how fucking chaotic that is. It's just up and down. And Perez has overtook Lando Norris. I don't know how he's done it, but that has now made this a 3-horse fight. I mean, we do have a bit of a gap on Perez, but like, how the fuck's he even get past him? We are at the point where it's going to get a lot wetter, and I don't know if that means we're going to need full wets. Rain is getting lighter. Perez though, he's just all over the back of fucking our team. Oh well, our teammate. We are Carlos Spark. You know, but almost pulling a bit of a gap. We're never going to do fucking anything relevant like Norris, so just keep everyone at bay. I mean, Hamilton isn't exactly close to... I mean, it's everyone else is close to Hamilton. I don't know how long a pit stop is here, but I mean... I just don't want to lose track position to fucking Perez. That's the thing, like, in case some fucking chaos happens, but... do not want him to perform the undercut, so... See, right, the race ain't going to get bone dry until, like, the last 8 laps, but then again, it looks like it could be dry for about, like, lap 46 to, like, 53. But, you know, like, do you really want... I don't know. You just need to eke these fucking intermediates out, but we've got fucking Perez right up our arse. And now they've changed to wet conditions here. Will anyone risk it for a biscuit and try the intermediate? As you can see, Leclerc is just stuck behind a fucking monster trailer cars. And is anyone going to risk it here for the wet tyre? That is the question. Bottas has actually managed to get past Mick Schumacher, but look at the gap. Bottas is the definition of no man's land. Bottas doesn't pit, so that's going to be interesting to see. But Leclerc just can't seem to get close enough to this gaggle of cars. But Guan Yu Zhou's pitted. And what did he put on? Guan Yu Zhou put on the wets. Ooh. I mean, look at that. Look how blatant that fucking hold up was there. And fucking hell, Carlos Sainz very close to getting caught there by Sergio Perez. Mick Schumacher in the pit lane. They're both on the wet. See, Astons have fucked it. Astons have completely not really fucked this. The track is getting drier and it ain't gonna rain. We're stuck with a bit of a dilemma here. What do you do? No more rain, but look, it's supposed to get fucking absolutely chock it down in 3 minutes time. But will it get dry? I mean, I'm praying Perez decides to fucking pit like a nugget. But I'm just not 100% sure he's going to do that. Track is now dry. DRS enabled. Oh, fuck. But look, it's going to rain again. You know, it is going to rain again. Let's just hold up Sergio Perez and let Leclerc build a gap. That's probably our best bet.
No lift off needed.
As everyone else is deciding to pit. I mean,
Okay.
This is fucking chaos, man. I don't know what to do. But let's just... See, it's going to get wet again.
And Gasly just hit it now.
No! Deploy! Deploy! Fuck! Aggressive! I don't know what to do! It's going absolutely chaotic here, and I just want to put the fucking soft tyres on.
And just a reminder.
We're just gonna pit them. There's no point risking anything fucking drastic. For being honest, man. Yeah, Leclerc's also pitting this lap. These people are all on the softs. Oh goodness.
Head down. Copy. Pit lane. Copy.
Gotta beat him out. Bastard.
Rain expected. expected.
It says no more rain expected, but what the fuck does that even mean?
Copy.
No!
Red Bull moved up.
No! Fuck off, Leclerc.
Copy.
I mean, even in a race you can't overtake with fucking... We've bottled it, like... From winning. Like, I don't know how we've done it, like, but we've done it.
Okay.
Last lap, he is going to win this race, but who is going to get that last spot on the podium? I mean, hopefully it's Leclerc. Hopefully it's Leclerc.
Button on, charge button
Sainz is
on.
going to get P2.
Yeah, copy.
But I've just zero fucking faith whatsoever here.
This is the last lap.
In a defence with harvesting, we fucking line up to the wall, and Verstappen just doesn't want to go for it. It's fair enough. Perez wins, Sainz gets P2, and now Leclerc to the line. And on the last lap he moves out the way and lets him win. Okay, yeah. Why would Leclerc do that? Like, he's literally held him in position each time until the last lap. Then lets him win, then just lets him fucking through. Disgraceful actions. Ferrari will feel very jobbed out by that race. How if Red Bull managed to finish first and third, starting what, P5 and P8 or P7. I don't know. Drivers though, Perez does close the gap on him. Alonso gets back up in the third place, while Leclerc and Sainz get some well needed points in the fight for second in the constructors.